So let's go into ways of it being more effective in your networking. Number one, have a plan. Write that down. Have a plan. The plan I typically have is what I do before a networking event, what I do during a networking event. Anyone take a guess what the third one is? After. Number two, don't sell. How many people here are passionate about what they do? Raise of hands. That's called selling, by the way. Passion is selling. Not a bad thing, but you got to be careful because when someone asks you what you do you let go and go, bleh? You just start talking to them. And IT, I don't know, the words, the letters, I was like over my head, okay? Just be calm about it, and we'll show you how to do that in a moment, but don't be selling. This is a visibility event. This is a networking event. Selling goes outside the meeting. That's after. So be careful. I know we're very passionate. That's why we do what we do, but so often it comes across as selling, and sometimes it turns people off. Business. They want opportunities. They want introductions. Help other people get introductions. You, in turn, will get what? Introductions. What goes around, comes around. And what I did for the first year in my chamber, again, moving to Richmond, knowing nobody, other than people who hired me, I spent the whole year introducing people that I met. In fact, the first chamber picnic I went to was pretty funny. I didn't know many people. I knew 3 people, and I stood with here in a booth. One of my clients that was in BNI had a booth. She had a sign company. And I would stood here, and then the guy who invited me was the ambassador. And interesting enough, he didn't tell me that when he invited me to this picnic, where I knew nobody, that he had to sit up front registering people. So I was all on my own at my first picnic. And I stood in front of the sign person and just talking to her, give her enough room so people can go past her sign. And as people come by, guess what she did? She introduced me to people. And then I got to know them, and then I meet somebody new, and then I'd introduce that person I just met to them. And I literally spent an hour and a half just doing that the whole time. I go, man, I need a beer. I'm like, this is rare. So I go and I get myself a refreshment. And near the end of the event, a gentleman comes over to me and says, I had to meet you. You just seem to know everybody. Okay. Do I tell him I'm brand new to Richmond and I don't know anybody? I mean, but that was it. I didn't really know anybody. I just know that if, this person should be matched up with this person and just make those connections.